It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Eagles and the Colts, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr. Carr now on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 33. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I can already tell you're not a fan of that play.
Not so much for my poker face, or at least what I thought it was. I gave it away, didn't I? Because I don't know how you can be. You go from what would likely be 3 points. Now, after what is charitably called a bad throw, you set the other guys up with a short field. Maybe 3 points off the board for you. They possibly could score points themselves.
Here's Carr to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
On second down, a run with Gibson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Parkey is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back to Taylor on first down. And some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago. 21 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Runs over it. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. On the handoff, Taylor. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Taylor. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And not only will he not get it, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. It's a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Just like that. 2nd and 12 at the 1-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Palardy now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Allen off the play fake. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot here before half for Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now a give to Taylor. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To the right side, this is Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They run the counter. It's Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off the option, here's Taylor. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. And the Eagles first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jonathan Taylor His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are... Oh, and now they're going to fake, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and
trying to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
186 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Azeez Al-Shaair. To make the stop. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
2nd and 11 now. Running left, Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's got this down to the 35. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, you know, it wasn't a shot.